Hello. Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Teacher Oakley. Welcome to Verbling. Today, in this class, we're going to have a conversation, a discussion about dun, 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 accidents in the home. 90% of all accidents happen in the home. I bet you didn't know that, because I just made that up. My best friend, in fact, has told me that he no longer hangs out at home. He goes out and parties every single night because he heard that 90% of accidents happen in the home and he doesn't want to get injured. He's kind of insane. Anyway, we're going to talk about accidents in the home. And hopefully I can get you guys to share some stories, tell a story in English, share some anecdotes about particularly clumsy moments you may have experienced while you're at home. So anyway, let's get started. I want to say hello to a couple of the students here. Hello, Anton.
Hi.
Greetings. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Oh, spectacular. I'm in good health. I have had no accidents in my home today. I'm good. Thanks.
That's great.
Well, thank you, and thanks for joining the class. Hello to Boo Baker? What? Hello? Mohammed? Is it Mohammed or Boo Baker? Well, when you get situated there, just give me a shout so I know that I can talk to you and you have a working microphone. Hey, Dennis. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Oakley.
Hello.
Nice to see you as well.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Hi, Donato. How are you today?
I'm fine. This is the first time for me. I've never met you. And good morning, everybody.
That's okay. I've barely met myself. It's okay. I'm a new person every class. So, hi, Donato. Nice to meet you. Good to see you. Okay.
Oh, thanks so much.
All right. I'm going to go around and say hi to everyone, make sure your microphone's working. But in the meantime, I want you to start thinking about a time when you were injured at home. Maybe, the kitchen is particularly dangerous. And sometimes there are slips and slides that happen in the bathroom. I don't know, but I want you to think of a story, because we're all going to share a story in English, of course, and talk about maybe accidents we've experienced. Hi, Olga. How are you? Hello?
Hi, how are you? I'm fine. Hello? Hello.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
Fine.
I like your kicks. Do you know what I mean when I say I like your kicks?
Not really.
I'm talking about your shoes. Okay? Kicks is English slang, particularly American slang for shoes. So your icon or your avatar, you have a little picture of your shoes there. So I was just commenting I like your kicks. Okay? Welcome to the class. Hello, Thelma. How are you?
I'm doing okay, thank you too.
Okay. Good. Glad you could join us. We'll be talking to you later. Ahmed. Ahmed, how are you? Hello, Ahmed. Is your microphone working? You had a little echo problem before, but it seems to be okay now. Ahmed, are you there? Okay, we'll try you later. Action. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well, teacher. What about you?
I'm
How are
good.
you?
I'm glad to see you in class again. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to meet you, class. Thanks.
Yeah. Alberto. Survive the shopping?
Yeah, good. The
Yeah.
trunk is already at home.
Okay. So you did okay. You survived the shopping, your shopping trip, and you're safely home. Okay. Glad to hear it. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna share stories about accidents in home. Maybe we'll talk a little about home safety. But first, I'd like to again go around the room and ask you to share a story. Please don't be embarrassed. Actually, I'll share a story with you first to give you the idea. I have a particularly gruesome story. You know what gruesome means?
Not sure.
Anton, do you know gruesome? Gruesome.
Uh,
Gruesome, like maybe violent, bloody, gory story for you. Okay. I once severely injured myself while I was brushing my teeth. That's right. It required surgery and a hospital stay. That's right. So everyone out there, please be careful brushing your teeth. Okay?
So,
I
what did you do?
Okay, I know you're dying to know. All right, I was brushing my teeth. Actually, I was preparing for a hot date. This was before I met my wife. I was preparing for a date, so I was standing in front of I have a mirror in front of the sink in the bathroom. And here in the Philippines, where I currently live, the sink is made out of tile. It's very, very heavy. It's made of concrete and it's tiled. So it's very heavy. It's square with very sharp corners. And I was brushing my teeth, daydreaming about my upcoming date and how I was going to be very charming that evening. And I leaned against the sink to look in the mirror and kind of check out my teeth, make sure there was nothing stuck between my teeth. As I was leaning on the sink, unfortunately, the sink was only supported by the pipe that went into the sink, and the sink crashed to the floor. And of course, I was leaning in such a way that my foot was underneath the sink. So the very heavy, sharp corner of the sink fell down on my foot. And it did some damage. I broke my foot. I cut the major artery in my foot, and I cut all 5 tendons, like those lines you see on my wrist. Those are your tendons, and they control movement of your body parts. I cut all of them in my foot, so I could not move my foot or my toes at all. So I had to have surgery to reattach them.
do you able to go now?
What are you asking? Am I
To
able
go now. To go.
to go on my date?
To go with your feet.
Go with my feet. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Is
right.
it working now?
Yes, my feet are functioning very well now. However,
That's
I
great.
have incurred some nerve damage. And so my foot, I can't, if I tap my foot with a pen, like hit my foot like this,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even feel it. It's kind of creepy. Yes, but it functions okay. And no, I missed my date, if anyone was wondering. And sadly, since I didn't call her to tell her I was in the hospital, I never saw her again. True story. Sad but true. That's a sad and gruesome story. Okay, Anton,
Yep.
have you ever been injured in your home?
Sure.
Okay. How have you injured
But
yourself?
but my story is not so gruesome like yours.
That's good. I'm
Uh,
glad.
yeah.
We're all glad.
The story is when I was a boy, young. In my childhood, we played in the streets, and there was a car carcass. The body of old car that don't move, it just stay. And
Okay.
and we played around it, and when I back home, I noticed that I have injury in my on my back, and now for now I have a scar tissue there. But back there, in that time, I don't feel that I touched this body of car that I've been injured there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're first of all,
I just don't feel it, and but now I have a scar tissue on my
first of
back.
all, first of all, I have to say, I think Anton, you must have a very high pain tolerance.
Maybe.
Yeah. When you can take a lot of pain and you don't feel it, a person who can cut themselves and doesn't notice it until they see the blood. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm wounded. Yeah, usually you have a high pain tolerance, which means
Maybe.
you'd be good at having babies. Too bad you're not a woman. Oh well.
Yeah.
Just just kidding. Okay,
Yeah.
you said you saw interesting English. You said you saw there was a car carcass.
Carcass. Yes.
Yeah, I like that. That's very creative use of English. Usually, a carcass is a dead body, like a dead animal, or
Yes. Yes. Yes.
yeah,
So
normally.
what the correct words for what I meant?
Yeah, normally
Body.
we would say a junk car.
Junk. Okay.
Yeah, there was
Choose
an
from you, right?
what
From you, junk. Junk.
from you? Junk, Junk, junk car.
This way.
Yeah, okay, you beat
Yep.
me to the punch there, but yeah, junk, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes we describe an old car. If I buy an old car very cheap, it's a piece of junk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, okay. Uh, well, all right. And normally when we say we have a scar, we don't need to say I have scar tissue. I just
Yeah.
say I have a scar on my back.
Yeah, I just remember a song of Red Hot Chili Peppers, Scar Tissue, and that's why I.
Good band. I'm with you there. Okay. Okay. Very good. Uh, Dennis, have you ever been injured while you were at home?
Well, of course not. It's a very, very cruel stories you're talking about. I have a very safe home, Oakley. I have a very comfortable chair. I have bookshelves, a lot of books, and I just don't anything but read at my home. No, nothing happens. The most tragic story have happened this morning. My niece lost her turtle, and that was a cruel story. Her turtle. That most tragic story
Okay.
I can
Think of in
tell
your
you.
home that your niece
Yeah,
lost her turtle.
yeah, because it's a very big problem. I don't
Is it
know where it is.
still uh,
Still, yeah.
up until this time you haven't found the turtle?
Yeah, and I'm in trouble because I have to lift every bed and
Okay.
my wardrobe and everything.
Well,
That's
please
crucial. That's
please
crucial.
remember home safety. Always lift with your knees. Do not lift with your back. Okay? I don't want to curse you and cause a home safety problem just because we talked about it. Okay. I certainly hope you find the turtle. That would be awful.
Me too, me too.
Yeah, don't step on it by accident. Okay, well, that's a tragic story. You don't have to tell me a tragic story.
Because
You can
why?
tell me a
Why?
funny story.
Because I can hurt my feet.
Yes, you could slip and fall down and bump your head. You could trip. The turtles have a hard shell. Okay.
Well, it's a very dangerous.
Turtles? I don't.
Yeah.
Some turtles are.
Most dangerous animal in your apartment.
The most dangerous animal in my apartment? I don't know. Take your pick. Mosquitoes or ants? I don't know.
Ants?
Yeah, well, I live in the Philippines. Trust me. There are more ants here than there are grains of sand in the entire earth. It's unbelievable. And more species. It's quite amazing, actually. If you happen to study insects, please come to the Philippines. You will enjoy yourself. Okay. Let me talk to Donata.
Terrible stories. Terrible stories.
Yes, they are. I know. Well, how can we have cheerful stories? We're talking about accidents. Donato, have you ever had an
But it might be
accident?
happy accident. It might be happy.
A happy accident. Ah, yes. Okay, hang on, Donato. We do have a phrase in English, which is an ironic phrase, but since Dennis brought it up, we have a phrase, a happy accident. We don't get to use this phrase very often, of course. But a happy accident is one in which the outcome is actually better. For example, if I hurt my foot and I went to the hospital, I met a nurse and I ended up marrying the nurse, a happy accident, for example. Yeah, those don't happen often, but we do have that phrase in English. Donato, can you tell me a story about, have you ever been injured at home?
I just can remember one time when I was washing myself. I was taking a shower, and suddenly I slipped. I slipped in the wash box, and I cut myself with like a piece of plastic that was on the bottom of the floor.
Oh my!
So no, in the end, I just cut a little part of my leg, and nothing bad, nothing serious.
Okay.
And yeah, just that.
We have a bunch of tough guys in the room today. No pain, no problem. Yeah. Donato. Okay, did you do anything to prevent that from happening again? Did you take any safety measures?
Yeah, I just put like how it's called. I'm just looking for. Okay, I looked for a carpet in the washroom, something in plastic.
Yeah.
That wouldn't.
All right.
Wouldn't allow me to sleep.
Right.
Another time.
They have little non-slip stickers or suction cup or mats. They have different things you can put on the floor. And Donato, as far as vocabulary, that box we take a bath in, we normally in English call that a shower stall. You slipped inside the shower stall. A stall.
Okay, shower stall.
Yeah, a stall is like a little room. It's a room where we keep a horse. We put a horse in a stall, or any just little tiny room that usually has some specific purpose. A shower stall, or yeah, you may have a little stall in the restroom, just a little room to wash your hands, for example. Okay, let's.
So, can we say
Mhm.
stall shower?
No. No, we cannot. It's illegal
No,
in
shower stall.
32
Okay.
states in the United States. That's completely illegal. No, I am kidding. Yeah, shower
Okay.
stall. It's always shower stall. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, shower slipping, a very common problem. All right, Olga, with
Yes.
the amazing shoes. Olga, have you ever injured yourself at home?
Not me, by my mom.
Okay. What happened to your mom?
Um, Once, she had an accident with a pressure cooker. I don't know if you. I'm writing. Yes, pressure cooker.
Ah, okay. Pressure cooker. Uh-oh. Those are dangerous things.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom was cooking beans. In the kitchen was were my mom and an aunt. And I don't know, suddenly the pot exploded.
Oh my.
And I remember that also that was only a pot. The sound was very, very strong. The pot lid, which generally is of a hard material, was folded in half. The beans were disappeared for all over the kitchen. You know, fortunately, they only had minor burns.
Yeah, very
Was,
fortunately.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, this was the accident.
You must be very careful with pressure cookers. Oh my goodness. For those who don't know, pressure cookers are very heavy metal with a top that goes on very tight that you steam food in at a very high temperature. So meaning to say there's a lot of pressure because the steam pressure builds up. So there's a lot of pressure inside. So if that thing blows up, that's really going to blow up. I'm very happy to hear they only had minor injuries. That could be a very serious home accident, right? My goodness. Okay. And the beans were everywhere. Okay. What? Okay. What kind of beans? I'm just imagining beans like bullets shooting everywhere. Horrible. My goodness. I hope they were soft beans. Okay, Olga, you said the sound was strong. We don't normally say that. We say the sound was very loud, or there was a loud bang or boom. Did it make a loud boom when it blew up? Yeah, I'm sure it did. Okay. And pronunciation a little bit. Fortunately, it's a common expression. Fortunately, or unfortunately, the pressure cooker blew up, but fortunately, no one was injured. Okay. That's a scary story, Olga. I'm going to have bad dreams. Rodolfo, welcome to the class. How you doing?
Hello, everyone. I'm fine.
Rodolfo, your microphone. I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me more now?
Yeah. Better.
Okay.
Yeah. Much. Okay. Hey, we're talking about accidents in the home. And burns and cuts and slips and falls and abrasions in the home. Have you ever been injured in your house while you were at home? Rodolfo?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you had an accident. I was afraid. Oh my goodness. He punctured his eardrum with his headset. Oh my goodness. Horrible. Okay, can you tell us about a story about an accident you had at home?
Yes. When I was a kid, I usually wake up earlier than my family to make my parents their morning coffee.
Oh.
And and well, I was heating the milk, and when I was about to pour the milk into the mug, the milk, well, it was very heavy for me, and I poured it into the surface, and I had. Huh?
You poured it into your face?
No, in a surface. I don't know how to say in a.
Oh my.
In the table. And I had my forearm in the table also. It was quite a way, but the hot milk could reach my forearm, and I got a bad burn.
Okay. All right. So your forearm was on the table.
Yes.
Yeah, not in the table. Okay.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I don't understand about the face. What?
No, the face, no. No, I was telling you surface.
Okay. Pronunciation.
Okay.
First syllable stress. Surface. The f part is like a schwa sound, just an surface. The top of the table is the surface. Okay. Yeah, okay, I got it. All right. Okay, there you go. There's an excellent example of when we miss the stress. It's very. It's hard to understand the word. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, Rodolfo. Rodolfo,
Yes.
a follow-up question. All right, so the milk was very, very heavy for you. You're obviously a very good child, a very good son, to make coffee for your parents before they wake up. That's really great. But if the milk was so heavy, how old were you? Were you making coffee when you were 2 years old?
No, I was. No, I was like 8 or 9 years old.
Okay, all right.
But it was still heavy.
Okay. Well, all right. Okay, I believe you. All right. Okay, do you still have a scar on your arm?
No, fortunately, well, after the burning, there were just blisters in all my arm. But after that, there's no scar or nor weird colors. Weird colors. No.
Right.
Nothing.
Okay. Weird colors. Okay. When we get injured, especially burns, sometimes our skin becomes discolored. It turns a different color from the rest of our skin. Discolored is how we usually describe that. Okay. Okay. I'm glad you're all right. Very good. Thank you. Selma, how about you?
Well, actually, it was 6 a.m. in the morning when I opened my eyes and I found that my father bought me a new skateboard. So, when I was young, I was a naughty girl, so I went to the skateboard to try it because I was excited and I didn't get the chance to have some such such experience. So while I was riding on that skateboard, I tripped over a how can I say not it's not it's like glass of water. It was on the floor. I didn't notice that, so I fell apart from the skateboard, and my forehead started bleeding. So, but it was not that big deal. My parents took me to the hospital.
Alberto, you have a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so wait a second, Selma. If I could stop you just a second. A glass thing on the floor. Was it a vase by any chance?
No, it's not a vase. It's like
Okay.
glass of water, but it is bigger than the glass of water. It's something that we put water in. It's not a vase, but it's like tass. I don't know the word in English.
I don't either. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, so there you were. You cut your. Where did you cut yourself? Your head? Your forehead?
My forehead started bleeding when I fell apart from the skateboard. Yes.
Forehead. Okay.
Forehead.
Yeah. And then you went to the hospital. Okay.
Yes, and they got the doctors that helped me, and then I came back home, and my mom took a decision that I would never get this skateboard again, so she gave it to my neighbor.
Oh.
Yeah, so, and that time I swear that I won't ride any skateboard in my life.
Oh my goodness. That is the saddest story I have heard so far. That's horrible. Okay. I have to ask you, did you get any stitches? Okay. Do you know stitches?
Yes, I know.
Okay. The doctor has to take a needle and actually sew your skin. You get stitches or sutures.
Well, actually, only 2, that's all. And they also gave me that bandage.
Okay.
A band around my head. And then
all around your head?
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh. No wonder your mom overreacted. Because you looked like a mummy because you had a big bandage around your head. It looks like you broke, like your brain fell out or something.
Yes.
Yes.
She was so
Evil
sad.
doctor.
She was so afraid that something bad would happen to me, but when the doctors told her that everything is fine and they can control that, so she got released.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that you gave up the skateboard. First of all, you should never... Obviously, you could have prevented this accident. I know you were excited, but you should never skateboard inside a house. Not healthy. Don't ski inside a house. Don't snowboard. No bicycling. None of that inside a house, okay? For your own safety, people. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, and I'm glad to hear that you're better. Do you have a scar on your forehead now?
No, I have a scar around my stomach. In my stomach, sorry. Because I got burned when I was 2 years old. Because I was near to the oven. Is it oven?
Oven, yes, that's correct. Stove,
yes.
or oven, either.
And I got that scar, and it's not when I take off my t-shirt, I can see that scar.
Oh.
Of the burns.
From when you were 2. Ooh, must have been bad. Ah, so you've had a few home accidents.
Actually, only three. That's all.
Only three.
Yeah.
Dennis over here has never had an accident in the home. So compared to Dennis, you're exponentially. Uh, okay, but those are in your house. Selma, are you accident prone?
From
Prone,
just
yeah.
from
Okay, interesting word. Let me explain.
and a
Somebody,
frown face, but
no, not not frown, not with a F, with a P. Prone.
uh,
An interesting word with two completely different meanings.
uh-huh.
If you're prone, it means you're lying down. That's one definition of prone. The
Okay.
other definition, accident prone, it
Yeah.
means that you're very likely, it's easy for you to have accidents. It's very likely that you might have an accident. You might see an English sign in an English speaking country that says, accident prone area, please drive slowly. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Meaning there's a lot of accidents on that corner or in that area. Okay.
Mhm.
Are you, and people can be accident prone.
Yes,
Are
it
you?
was. You know, when someone is a kid, he got always curious to know what is going on around him. Especially my father and my mother were working, so I just stay at home with my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
So I have nothing to do, so that's why I move. I move a lot. I like to stay in one place. I like to
Okay.
discover.
Sure. You're active and energetic.
Yes.
I can relate, Selma. People say that I'm accident prone. I've been injured I don't know how many times. I can't count. But that's not the case. I'm not accident prone. I'm just energetic. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, you too. Okay. See, we're alike. Uh, let me talk action. Action. You still with me there?
Yeah,
Action.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, hey. How you doing?
I'm doing.
Action. And have you ever experienced an accident in your home?
Yeah, yeah. I have several, but I remember when I was child, I, my mother burned me also. I was child and I was naked and it was morning time. So so I, I, mom prepared for us a breakfast and she had uh, many, she had a, she took a tea for us, some mm, a cup of tea and a cups of tea. So it was if I exactly remember, it was 3 or 4, and when I was exiting room for the bath, and when mom came into the room, in her hands, all the teas which prepared newly, and I think, uh, and it was really hot, and maybe so it boiled, water boiled newly, so it was 100 Celsius temperature, and all the tea fall down to my body, and I was naked, so I really burned very badly.
Ow.
And yeah, I was crying, and she used a yogurt for this burns. I don't know
Ah,
this worked or not, but so she used it.
okay. She used yogurt as a balm. Okay, something, a medicine that we put on our
Yeah,
skin to make it feel better. Medicine, or in your case, yogurt. Fine. We use it as a balm to reduce the damage caused by burns, or sometimes to reduce swelling or prevent infection. Something that you put on externally on your body. Okay. All right.
yeah,
Oh, all right. First of all, a little feedback for you, action. Please be careful saying, "When I was a child, my mother burned me." It doesn't sound right. Make sure you say, "accidentally burned me." Okay? I'm sure it was an accident. Okay.
Completely burned.
Yeah. Yeah, completely burned me. Action. Also, be
By accident.
careful. Be careful with uncountable nouns. A couple of times you were talking about the tea, okay? But please remember you can't say, you need to say a cup of tea. You can't say a cup of teas, plural. Liquids like tea and coffee and water and wine and soda, whatever, all of these things, liquids are uncountable nouns. So we can't, technically, grammatically, we cannot say coffees, teas, sodas. We had a soda is actually wrong. You had a bottle of soda. You had beers at the bar. No, you didn't. You had glasses of beer or bottles of beer. Cups of coffee, cups of tea. Okay. And okay. All right. And okay, the water was boiling, boiling hot. Oh my goodness. Are you? Wow. Yeah, that's pretty severe. Okay. Are you okay? Can you sit down now?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you couldn't sit down for a while.
Yeah. So I like. It was front of my body.
Oh, front of your body. Okay. I thought you said you're behind.
No,
Okay.
it was front of my
Oh, it's even worse, actually.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's worse, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Give me the shivers, action. Okay. Here's his story gives me the heebie-jeebies. Here's a little useful vocabulary for you. You may not have heard of the heebie-jeebies. When somebody tells you a story or you hear a sound like fingernails on a chalkboard, or when somebody scrapes a fork against a plate and it goes makes that weird sound, and you shiver like that's called the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, probably, Rodolfo. Usually the heebie-jeebies are accompanied by goosebumps. Yeah, goosebumps are when your skin has those little bumps on them. Some languages say chicken flesh. It's very common, actually. I keep running into that as I'm teaching students. But in English, we say goosebumps. Yeah. Action story actually gives me the heebie-jeebies and goosebumps, too. Ooh, scary. Okay, Alberto. How about you? Do you have any... do you have a story about being injured at home?
Well, I can't remember any story about me unless some cat while shaving or something like that. But my wife hurt 10 days ago, more or less. We were in the village house, and we have there an oven, but an oven that works with wood. An old
wood.
Wood, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
An old oven, and it gets 2,220 Celsius degrees or something like that, and it's you have to be quiet with him. You have to. It's dangerous to be near because you can hurt, you can burn with the structure. but she put the meat. We had the meat to lunch, and she put it into the oven. And when she turned, she put the arm on the structure, on the metal structure, the metallic structure of the oven, and she burned, and it was a very large burn. It was 20 or 25 centimeters long.
Oh my
And it's
gosh.
yeah, it had and we put oil in the hot in the burn for not hurting. It's good for
Okay.
not hurting. And well, she's with the burn, and that's
Did
the
you go
case.
to the doctors at all, or you just put on some kind of balm or salve? That's another word. I don't suppose you put on like motor oil for a car. You're talking about some kind of medicine, right? Medication. Yeah.
Yeah. Oil for cooking. The oil for cooking is
Oh, the oil for cooking.
used.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's good for burn. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't
Yeah. Sure.
I didn't
If
know
you
that.
burn, you can put oil for cooking in
Hmm.
the hut, and it
Of
doesn't
course,
hurt.
you would want to
Yeah.
use oil, not the oil you were cooking with.
Sure.
All right. Did she have to go to the doctors, or she toughed it out? She was brave and she didn't go. Did she go to the
No,
doctors? No.
the doctors, I don't know what the doctors are.
Oh, okay. You didn't. She didn't go to the doctors for her burn.
The doctors, to the doctor,
Yeah,
say that.
doctor. Doctor.
No. It's not necessary, but
Okay.
well,
Okay.
so,
Well, I hope she's all right. Okay. One little feedback for you, Alberto. You said you maybe just a accidental slip of the tongue, but you said you were having meat to lunch. Of course, you were going to have meat for lunch. Yeah,
well,
for lunch, right?
mhm.
We had chicken for lunch. Okay, like that. Alberto, what kind of do you have any uh, do you have anything in your home that you keep at home for safety? Uh, for example, fire extinguishers, first aid kit, those types of
Well,
things.
well, no, I live in a flat. If I would live in an apartment or something like that, or in a house, could be, but in flat is not necessary. I think so. But we have an special key in the door in the outdoor, a security key.
A security
Yeah,
what?
key
Key.
or key.
Ah,
Yeah,
key. Ah,
yes.
oh, key. Yeah.
That's the only thing,
Hmm.
the only special thing.
Okay. How about you, Anton? Do you have anything in your home that you keep for safety reasons, planning ahead, or in fact, some people, this is becoming more and more popular in the United States, actually. Some people in their home, they keep stocks of water, they keep extra food, they prepare for disasters. In other words. They have lots of extra duct tape and medical supplies and all things like that. Anton, do you have anything in your home that you keep for safety?
No.
Not special. I have only Chinese salve, right? For burning protecting. That's it, I think.
Oh, salve. Oh, okay. So
Salve, yeah.
all right. All right. To medicate burns. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a fire extinguisher in your house?
No.
Really?
It's not a common. Yeah, it's not a common thing for Russia.
Really? It's not?
Yeah. Only in cars.
Ah.
Yeah.
How ironic. That's very
Yeah.
ironic. Well, no, I'm just thinking about it in my American point of view. Almost every American has a fire extinguisher in their house. It's normal. But
Yeah, I don't know why.
no one has one in their car.
Vice versa.
Vice versa, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
It's very interesting.
That is interesting. Ironically weird. I don't know. But
Well, you have to. You should have. How can I say have to have? You should have it in your car. Just
Yeah, it's a law.
it makes. Oh, it's a law. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like aid box, it's allowed to.
Really?
And how can I say
Yeah.
Oakley? I should have, not should have. It's if to say about
Well,
law, I ought to have.
If it's a law, you might say it's required or
Yeah.
mandatory.
Police officers check it.
Holy Moses, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
As far as I know.
Wow. That's just interesting. I don't know why. That's very interesting. In the United States, in my car, of course, I would always have a spare tire and a jack to lift the car. That's called a jack. A first aid kit, blankets, because I lived in a cold place, so you don't want to get stuck without blankets. And in the winter, I would have basically like a 50-kilo bag of either sand or salt in case you get stuck in the snow. And jumper cables for the battery, because cold weather kills batteries. Always have those things, those items. Always, but never a fire extinguisher, strangely enough. And you know what's very funny, ironic about that? My car did, in fact, catch on fire once. But fortunately or unfortunately, the police had just pulled me over. So the police pulled me over and my car was smoking. So the policeman had a fire extinguisher. Yeah. Oh, it was lucky except when he wrote me the ticket. Okay, you owe the government $500. That part I
For
didn't
what?
feel so lucky.
You owe to government.
Well, because of the car, not because of fire extinguisher, because the car was, I was actually bringing the car to be inspected. The irony. So the car wasn't inspected, so it had defective equipment, which I knew. I was driving to the mechanic.
Yeah.
I was just taking the car to be fixed. But the police officer did not see it that way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and anyway, the car was total. It was junked because it caught on fire. Whatever. It's just another true life Oakley story. Things like that happen to me. I can't. I'm accident prone, I guess. I don't know.
Did you repair your car after this
No,
accident?
I was so angry. I just sold it to the. We brought it to the mechanic, towed it to the mechanic. And I said,
sold it off.
It's yours. You can have it. Give me $100. Good. Call it a day. Forget it. I never want to see that car again. Oh, well. Okay. Dennis, do you have any safety items in your home? What do you do to prevent accidents? in your home? Because you never have accidents, I figure you're the expert.
Yeah, it depends what you called by accident. For example,
Well, not
for
only accidents.
burglars, for example, I have
Burglars.
burglars. Yeah, I have my friend with whom I share my apartment. He's a football player. He's a very strong guy. Yeah, so it's my main.
You have a bodyguard.
It's my main instrument to defend myself in some kind of situation. Yeah.
My goodness. So you have a bodyguard and a trained attack turtle, both.
Yeah, and my legs. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
In case of danger.
All right, you're.
So everything is okay.
All right. Do you even have basic things like a flashlight, or British English, a torch, or candles for the power when the power goes out?
I'm afraid no.
I'm afraid.
But
no.
I have fire. I can't pronounce this word. Fire extinguisher in my car.
Oh, you okay? Well, of course you do. You're a law-abiding citizen.
And my car just above my window, so maybe I can jump in my car, grab this fire extinguisher.
Okay, fair enough. Olga, how about you? Do you have anything in your home that you keep for emergencies?
The phone.
Sorry?
The phone?
The phone.
Telephone?
Ah. Olga, do you have the phone number of the fire station and the police station, or either programmed in your phone or written down? You do?
No. For example, in Bogota, all emergency are reported to the 123. It's a number that you can't use of any kind of telephone or cell phone, and it's very quickly. You only mark 123, and it's immediately that a person of the police talk with you and take quickly your dates or your information, and it's very quickly.
Okay, now I have something to say to you. I have an international group here. Why can't we decide on one number? I don't care what the number is. I don't care. Colombia, you can pick the number. 123 sounds good to me. I'm for it. But in America, it's 911. I moved to the Philippines, and I actually had an emergency. There was an accident. I wasn't involved, but there was a very severe, talk about gruesome accident right in front of me, literally. So I tried to call the police, but here in the Philippines, I forgot. It's 119. Yeah. Anyway, what is it in Russia, guys? What is the emergency number?
I'm not sure.
We have different numbers for police. For no.
We have, but it's
different numbers.
Yeah. It's 01 when you call from the I don't know how it's called, a phone that stay in your apartment and so on. Not
a landline. Okay.
Landline. So
landline.
And if you call from your mobile, there are lots of a few different numbers like 112 or 121. It depends on the provider of mobile connection.
Oh my! Way too confusing.
Yeah, one time Once I had to call to police, and I call this number 112, but there wasn't anybody. There was a mechanic answer. I don't know how it's called.
Okay, an automated answer. Yeah.
Yeah, automated answer. So I can't reach the emergency. So I have to call just 02. It's a call number for police,
Oh my
especially police.
goodness
So this
gracious.
strange, yes,
How weird.
situation. Yeah.
Rodolfo, what's the emergency number in Mexico? Rodolfo, you
Oakley, can
yeah.
I ask you? So you, what do you do with the number? You take your phone and you, how can
You
I
just
say?
dial 911 and it
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
automatically
yeah, yeah,
checks
yeah. In any
anywhere.
phones, in
Any
your
phones, anywhere. Yeah.
in your cell phone, yeah, and
Any
your
phone.
phone at your home
Any
as
phone,
well.
anywhere. And it's a free call. You don't have to have a load either on your phone. You don't have to have any load on your SIM card. You can just dial 911. You even a dead phone, actually, an abandoned apartment, no one's there, they haven't paid the phone bill in a year. If there's a phone line there and there's a phone plugged in, you can pick up the phone and dial 911, and it will
Here,
go through, actually.
here in Mexico, it's the 066, but people thought that it was 911, and the government was trying to change the number.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. They thought it was 911 probably because there are tons of publicity about it right across the border in the United States. You, it would be impossible not to know that number in the United States. There's just,
It would be
it's
very
everywhere.
useful if any country has a similar number
Yeah, it
all
sure
over the
would be.
world.
Come on, UN, get your act together. Do something constructive. Yeah, let's start a petition. Okay, guys, I'm sorry I'm already over time. I have to go. Unfortunately, I'd like to stay here, but I can't. I have to go. All right, guys, thank you so much.